AI out of control. A teacher, a physical ed teacher, arrested because of AI against the principal. We brought this story. The speculation back then was, well, it could be AI, and some said it could not. But according to the report, it was AI. I want to bring you to that. Remember, here it is.
You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side.
I mean, damn. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Put it up full mass. Okay. This story actually has more twists and turns than the twists and turns initially mentioned. NBC News reports that Dazhon Darien, who's on the left, a physical education teacher and athletic director at Pikesville High, this is in Maryland, has now been arrested for allegedly using AI to fake Principal Eric Eiswert, who was on the right, voice in January. The fabricated audio containing racist and anti-Semitic language reportedly spoken by the principal was said to be retaliation against the principal by Mr. Darien. Mr. Darien now faces charges including disrupting school activities, theft, retaliation against the witness, and stalking. Baltimore County Police Chief Robert McCullough told reporters, quote, "We now have conclusive evidence that the recording was not authentic. It's been determined that the recording was generated through the use of artificial intelligence technology." Baltimore County Public School Superintendent Dr. Miriam Rogers said about the development, quote, "As you can imagine, this has been a very difficult time for the Pikesville High School community. The principal, his family, Rogers said the school district will seek to fire Darien. On Wednesday afternoon, a judge issued an arrest warrant for Mr. Darien, who was apprehended the following morning at Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport. McCullough stated that Darien, scheduled to fly to Houston, was questioned about security about his gun packing procedure, which prompted a check of police records revealing the warrant, culminating in his arrest. McCullough refrained from speculating on whether Darien intended to flee. According to the arrest warrant, he and the principal have been at odds over, quote, work performance challenges, with Darien's contract possibly, quote, not being renewed next semester. Through the investigation, detectives alleged that Mr. Darien, who was the athletic director at the school, made the recording to retaliate against the principal, who had launched an investigation into the potential mishandling of school funds. NBC News reports that according to police, the principal was investigating a $1,916 payment allegedly authorized by Mr. Darien for an assistant girls soccer coach who, according to the head coach of players, never assisted the team. The principal also reprimanded Darien for firing the coach without his approval. The principal was widely admonished when the viral audio, seemed to capture him spewing the hateful rhetoric, mocking Black people and Jewish people. He insisted it was the recording, which was sent to Darien and two other teachers the night of January 16th, was fake. The audio spread quickly, however. Social media had profound repercussions, causing disruptions in the PHS staff and students, according to the arrest warrant. The principal has been on paid administrative leave per the direction of the superintendent since the recording went viral. District appointees have run the school since then, and the temporary administrators will stay on the job until the end of the year, Rogers said. Quote, "We will work with Principal Eiswert and the Pikesville community concerning next year. So they're going to let it ride out this year. Investigators linked the email tjfoust9@gmail.com, which was used to send the audio, to an internet server provider registered to Darien's grandmother. That's according to the warrant. So that is their circumstantial evidence and connection. The recovery phone number for the Google account had a 213 area code that was also registered to Mr. Darien, a Southern California native, police said. A forensic analyst contracted by the FBI also found that the recording contained traces of AI-generated content with human editing after the fact, the arrest warrant said. Darien was also shown to have used the Baltimore County Public Schools network to access OpenAI tools and Microsoft Bing chat services on December 18th, the 19th, and January 15th, the day before the audio clip was sent out, police said. So there's a lot happening here. Obviously, this is a sad story, and the deep fake of this, because when we first heard it, it seemed legit. Now, naturally, you can't go all out and say it's 100% until there's confirmation, but it seemed legit. So much so that elected officials in the state literally said the guy needs to resign. It also seemed as if he would say something like this, given some of the historical dynamics connected to his leadership and the back and forth that ensued. But the reality is, according to the evidence, this did not happen. They're not congruent. There's no special training here. This is a part. Darien is going to jail, all right? He's going to be prosecuted. He will never teach again. Justice is going to be handed swiftly to him. But when I read that he had no specialized training, that all of this was open access AI, and he simply figured out how to do it, that part is especially troubling. One is the microcosm, it's the incident, it is sad, it is wrong, it is in fact criminal in my opinion as well. He's being held accountable. The macrocosm is the policy dynamic. The companies that make these tools must bear some level of regulatory responsibility. The methodology in order to download these tools, the government's responsiveness to this kind of technology. So while governments would like to, ban TikTok, have they dealt with deepfake AI and the actual carnage it could create in the person's life? So I asked these policy questions authentically. Sharon, hell of a thing. Now we see what we were talking about last year in real time. We literally said last year something like this could happen.
And here we are. And I think you're right, but I don't look for Congress, the government, or anyone to intervene here, just like when folks are indoctrinated on the World Wide Web, Google, Facebook, these other people are not held accountable, even when innocent people die and their families are seeking something to make it make sense. AI is the wild, wild west.
Yeah.
It just is. And in this case, there were a lot of people. In fact, I know a very loud, obnoxious woman who appeared on this network who said, oh, no way, this isn't fake. Sounds just right. And you might be looking at her. And what do you say now? He lost his job. Ooh. What do you say? The damage is done. But that's why I always say, Dr. Richey, opinions are my own. I don't leave the
That's
network
right,
hanging.
too.
But I did disclaimer, this is just my opinion, not TYT.
Yeah, we all deal in opinions, but damn,
Sorry.
The man had no specialized training at all and was able to pull this off. Wow.